Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Virgo for 2025. I cannot believe we're already in 2025. So the 2025 is the year of the wooden snake, and it's a time where you can expect things to be revealed. Because when we think of snakes, we associate them with the zodiac sign of Scorpio. And, snakes generally tend to keep secrets, but snakes are also known for shedding their skin. And so when they do, things will be revealed. The old is being left behind. 2025 is going to be a year similar to 2020. It's going to be big. It's going to be life-changing for all signs in their respective ways. So make sure to focus on stillness. Make sure to listen to the silence. Make sure to listen to the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Make sure to meditate and to stay away from social media, from the news. Preserve your focus on you, preserve your peace and inner harmony above anything else, because it will allow you to have an easier time. If you pay too much attention to everything around you, then you will have a lot of jazzy energy that is not grounded. And so you do want to make sure to ground yourself in things that are healthy, like earth, like focusing on self-care, and focusing on helping others, and doing it from a heartfelt space, rather than, apologies for my cat, this is Griffa. Okay, can I please finish? Thank you. And so let's get right into this spread. Do remember, this is general reading. Not all of the information will apply to you. Only take what applies and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the King of Wands. In the obstacle position, we have the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the High Priestess. In the advice from Spirit, we have Temperance, clarified by the Four of Cups. In the first part of 2025, you have the Emperor, clarified by the Hermit. And in the second part of 2025, you have the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Swords. So I just want to mention that the first part of 2025, this is overarching energy. This is not, your monthly energy. I will do monthly readings to explore the energy that you'll be working on a monthly basis. But this is kind of like the big monthly energy, the half a year energy that you will kind of see this trend that starts in the beginning and lasts all through July. In July is when the fireworks will start. I mean, it's gonna get nuts through November, and this is for the second part of the year. You'll be working very, very hard. There's gonna be a lot of work cut out for you, because the opportunities will be once in a lifetime, and so you're gonna be, very, very focused. But let's start from the beginning. I really like that you have the Nine of Pentacles in the past position, which tells me that, you really put in a lot of time and energy and effort into building your empire, into building your kingdom. You were meticulous, one by one, step by step. You really kind of had a lot of good strategy and a lot of good planning and a lot of confidence and bravery bravery in your pursuit of creating stability for yourself. Sorry, I had to sneeze. You were very detail oriented, and you knew that you wanted to be in a leadership position. You knew that you wanted to be much more aware as a leader than just as a person who, has a kind of a quiet life. There's nothing quiet about you, Virgo. You are very much seen. You're very much appreciated. You're very much, a lot of people come to you for advice, and a lot of people kind of trust your view on things because you are grounded. And in 2025, you're going to have a lot of attention because you're so grounded. But 2025 is going to be a very energetic year. There's not going to be a lot of time to ground yourself. So you have to make time to ground yourself. You literally have to ground your energy so that you can keep feel connected to the earth, because you live on this particular planet, and when you feel particularly connected to it, you're able to manifest things into your life the way you want to see them. So it's important to remember, the earth is the below and the stars are the above, and you're kind of like in the middle, and it's very important to be connected to this particular planet, as it will take care of you through your energy. Now, in the obstacle position, you have the Queen of Pentacles, so that tells me that you may be, sometimes a little too materialistic. You may be a little bit focused on, lavishness and spending money on, fabulous things, whereas you may be neglecting your, personal, spiritual connection to something bigger than yourself, to nature, to animals. Again, 2025 is the year when you want to give back more than you receive. And that takes a lot of discipline, and that takes a lot of intention as well. So the Queen of Pentacles definitely tells me that you may be overly focused on financial resources, procuring the financial resources, keeping, multiplying those financial resources. You want to make sure that you remember energy is money, and it does flow. And when you give money away, you get it, just as much back, if not more. So it's important to remember that you don't want to spend your earthly life being overly focused on materialistic things, because we function as a collective. You cannot function as a loner individual. You receive information from the collective. Even if you live out in the woods and you're surrounded by a family of bears and you don't see human beings for years and years and years, you're still connected to the collective, and you still receive information from the collective, because you have your soul, but there's also a big oversoul, like the collective soul. And so the collective soul is much more powerful and stronger. And so it's important to kind of remember that you are, regardless of your personal situation, very much tied to the collective, and that requires giving back, and that requires sharing, and that requires making sure that if you have an extra, you are able to provide it to whoever might need it, because you cannot progress by yourself. You need other people. You can't build a rocket ship by yourself and fly to another planet by yourself. You need other people to work with you. And so there's some kind of an invisible connection that connects all of us. And so even if you try to break free, there's still that connection. And so I am researching and learning more about it as we speak, but I think that it's important to take the collective into into the equation, if you will. You also have the High Priestess in the clarifying position, which tells me that there's something in your subconscious that's going to be addressed in 2025, and that's going to be challenging for you. You're going to have to pay attention to your dreams. You're going to have to pay attention to your thought patterns. You're going to pay attention to your triggers as well. But there is some sort of a subconscious fear, like stored fear that is kind of packed away, like far, far into that closet, if you will. There's some kind of a repressed intuition. And so that is coming up, and so something's going to happen in 2025, Virgo, where you will find yourself unexpectedly in a situation where your fear is going to make you feel vulnerable, and you will open up and you will share more than you expected to share, more than you normally would share, and you will learn something in that moment about yourself. But the High Priestess is a big deal. Sorry, the birds were flying over. The High Priestess is a big deal because she is a gatekeeper of the most important information, that leads to the Supreme Being and understanding of the universe. So I would definitely try and pay attention to the subconscious through the dreams, through inadvertent signs, through paying attention to nature, because that will give you some clues that you can then kind of pursue and uncover little, by little. But your spiritual connection is definitely increasing in 2025. I mean, like, I didn't grow up very spiritual. A lot of times it comes as you develop your intuition, and it comes as, you learn more and develop a deeper understanding of the world around you. And so that is what, like, is happening to you. The awakening that you're going to be going through in 2025 is going to be very personal and very memorable for you, Virgo. Now, the advice from Spirit is temperance, which is telling me also that you're very much protected. There are, a lot of angelic energy around you. You are being watched. You are being observed. And, you are being protected as well. When I say you're being watched and observed, I'm talking by these angelic entities. The idea with the temperance as advice is avoid extremes. Avoid going, like hungry for days and then eating for days, avoid like exercising like a crazy maniac and then not exercising at all. Avoid watching 10 movies in a row and then not watching any movies for 10 months in a row. Avoid extremes. I'm using these examples in an exaggerated manner, but avoid extremes. Be balanced, make sure you check in with people and on your friends, make sure you spend a little bit of time with them, make sure you connect with them, like, avoid extremes and be balanced in how you eat and how you drink and how you sleep and how you take care of yourself and how you present yourself to others and how you help others and how they help you as well. Focus on making sure that you are even keeled. Compromise if it is needed, if it helps you stay balanced. Take things slow if that helps you stay balanced. Again, the energy is going to be very jazzed up. So unless you want to be like, you definitely want to, like, literally just focus on yourself. That means put down the phone in another room and walk away. Do not touch technology unless you absolutely have to do it for work, or to answer an email or to make an appointment. This is it. This is, like, I don't want to scare you, but this is it. This is it. This is the most incredible time ever. I mean, this year is going to be more important and more impactful than 2020. This is where everything changes. We have governments collapsing around us. We have corporations collapsing around us. You know, the life as we know it is changing. So this is the time to really make sure that you focus on you, because then you will have a much more pleasant ride through 2025. And those people that focus on social media are going to have a bumpy ride. So, you know, if you need to delete TikTok, then delete it. If you need to delete X.com, then delete it. If you need to delete Blue Sky, then delete it. If you need to delete, you know, whatever, Instagram, then delete it. I realize I'm coming to you through YouTube, but it's very, very important that your well-being, you know, is prioritized, first and foremost. And also, if you need a healing, you can also always reach out to people. There's a lot of healers, you know, around you. If you look around, I'm sure you can find some. Now, in the clarifying position, we have the Four of Cups, which tells me that you need to open your mind, and wonder, you know, lose yourself in some wonder, you know, go explore some things, you know, don't turn down possibilities that come your way. Reflect on your dreams, you know, practice gratitude, and see what kind of a wonderful world you can discover on the inside. Now, in the first part of 2025, you are the emperor. You are very much in charge because you are very smart and capable and grounded. You have great leadership. You have great experience. You're able to dominate effortlessly. You understand structure and discipline as well. But yeah, you know, it takes a lot of discipline to handle this much power. And you know, you are the one that is very much staying true to yourself, but you know, it's lonely at the top, and that's why you have the hermit. Yeah, you are, you know, the one who is able to lead others and show others the way, but you know, they don't understand that type of leadership, and they don't understand how you can feel grounded, and they don't understand how you are able to expand your mind, and know all the things that you know and do all the things that you do. Only you understand that. And so that is why you have hermit, again reiterating that all the answers that you're looking for are on the inside. And you know, it's all about like focusing on moving towards changing careers, possibly retiring for you, possibly you've reached a pinnacle. You will reach a pinnacle this year where you will have an opportunity to decide, you know, that you want to go do something else, or you want to spend time doing things that you haven't done before, you know. You are exceptional, especially in 2025. If you add the numbers, it's 9, and it is a completion for you, Virgo. So you're going to do really well. You're going to do really, really well. In the second part of the year, you do have the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Swords, you know, which, you know, exactly tells me that you're not going to be very sure about which direction you're going to go next. You will have to make some choices towards the end of the year, but I think that you'll be successful. Your analysis is going to help you as well. You're going to do really well. You will be working much harder in the second part of the year, because something new is coming in, and new always requires some effort, especially, you know, in the beginning of it. Now let's see what we can clarify with the tea leaf cards here. Oops, sorry, they almost fell out of my hand all over the place. All right, had to sneeze again, but let's shuffle these tea leaf cards and see what messages come through for Virgo 2025. We've got archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Okay, that sounds good. And then we've got hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Okay. That's going to be in the first part of the year, because in the second part of the year, I guarantee you will be very busy. Let's see. One more. August. August is going to be the time that you're going to remember for a very, very long time. Let's see. I'm also going to shuffle and pull an angel and ancestor oracle card. Let's see what comes through. We have High Priestess. I mean, amazing. Harness mystic power. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of very powerful. You've got two high priestesses, which tells me definitely there are answers that are coming from your subconscious, and you are becoming far more connected to the spiritual side. Again, it can be a little unnerving to connect with the spiritual side, especially if you're not super familiar with it, you know, because most people, when they start, they'll think that it's like the Bible and the saints and the Ten Commandments. That's got nothing to do with spirituality at all. And so you're kind of coming into your own spirituality in a way that it makes sense to you, and your soul is kind of becoming more aware. And one of the reasons you're becoming more awakened now rather than before is because there is so much openness about it, because, you know, there's so much technology that, you know, brings it to people's attention. And so now it's kind of like you're starting to wonder about it, and you're starting to learn more and pay attention to your intuitive self, and your inner voice and your inner guidance. And you'll see that the first thing you'll see as you become highly spiritual is manifesting becomes easier, but like small manifesting things. Yeah, it's kind of insane to watch you go through that. The Shaman's Dream Oracle card, we have crown games, right use of power. So make sure, being the emperor that you are, you're using power for the good, because if you're not, you're going to pay for it in a big, big way. So you have to remember that power can only be used for good. And frankly, you don't really want to be in power because it's too much responsibility and it's too much time. Like, you're basically giving your time away to others. When you don't have as much power, you have, you know, so much more time to do things you enjoy. But when you are in power, you know, it's a lot of responsibility, because, you know, you have to make sure you don't abuse it, that you use it correctly. And it takes a lot of structure, it takes a lot of preparedness and organization, and so on and so forth. You have to be very analytical about it. Then again, there are many people who have this ease when it comes to power, and they can move, you know, with ease here and there. But I know a lot of important people. I've never seen them not work their ass off and then be exhausted at the end of the day. God, I can't talk today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Virgo. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. It helps out my channel enormously. And I hope you have an amazing 2025. Thank you.